not even going to doubt this so-called revelation, because governor of Imo State, what's his name? Governor Uzodinma has been saying it over and over again for as many who care to listen, that the unrest in Southeast is political. That forget all this IPOB of it, but is part of APCO, is the one who has been saying that forget this propaganda against IPOB, that the unrest in the Southeast is as a result of those politicians. Of course, we know that he's not really in good terms with politicians, other politicians, because he believes that they are not happy with him because he's the governor, judging from the way he came to be governor. So he's been saying it. Initially, he was saying IPOP because that's the propaganda the federal government wants everybody to understand. IPOP has come times without number that we know nothing about what is happening. But unfortunately, the way they always, when the security men, when they are arranging all this, their arrest and what have you, they will say, oh, they are members of IPOP. Oh, some people committed this offense. I believe that IPOP doesn't have hand in all of these things. These things are orchestrated by the power that be. They know exactly what they are doing. And I've said it times without number, the federal government wants the situation that is happening in the north to escalate to the south, so that they will not say, oh, it's not only in the north that we are having the problem of insecurity. And that is what they have been established, and a lot of people are running with it, even when some people ought to know that it is not true, but because of what they want to believe. And now what we are hearing now is that two former governors of Imo State, Okorocha and Ihedioha, and former Senator Ifeanyi Ararume, have been accused of conspiring to frustrate Governor Hope Uzodinma's administration, thereby behind the ongoing insecurity in the state, according to IPOP. Where IPOP had earlier accused the two former governors of Imo State. Well, the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOP, has identified some politicians as allegedly sponsoring kidnappings and killings, not only in Imo State but the entire southeast region of Nigeria. IPOP had earlier accused two former governors of Imo State, Okorocha and Ihedioha, and former Senator Ifeanyi Ararume, of conspiring to frustrate Governor Hope Uzodinma's administration, thereby behind the ongoing insecurity in the state. IPOP, in a statement by its media and publicity secretary Emma Powerful on Thursday, warned those behind insecurity in Imo State and the southeast region to desist before it is too late. The group alleged that out of desperation, Governor Uzodinma contracted a former president of Ijaw Council, Asari Dokubo, to recruit criminal boys from his own land to attack a security network, the Eastern Security Network, and to support him to tackle insecurity in the state. IPOP said Dokubo, being somebody who hates Indigbo and Biafra agitation, brought out his criminals gang to kill innocent Biafrans in Imo State in the name of chasing IPOP and its leader, Nnamdi Kanu. IPOP statement further read, we, the global movement and family of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOP, wish to once again warn the perpetrators of insecurity and the sponsors of criminalities going on in Imo State to stop. They just have to stop. The architects of the insecurity in Imo have been made public before will be mentioned once again. Perhaps that will stop them. IPOP has been so worried over the continued criminalities going on in Biafra land, and especially in Imo State. The Supreme Court Governor Hope Uzodinma, who is a Fulani stooge in Imo State government, is totally uninformed and confused about what is happening in his state, and is enjoying the money he is getting from his masters as money for insecurity. He is so beclouded with the doings and bidding of Fulani terrorist ideas and agenda, who imposed him on the Imo State people. He has lost control of the happiness in his state. IPOP previously mentioned the likes of two former governors of Imo State and a former senator of the persons of Owele Okorocha and Chief Emeka Ihedioha, with former Senator Ifeanyi Ararume as the brains behind the numerous killings, kidnapping for ransom, car snatchers, and insecurity going on in Imo State. These are weighty allegations. This dude had secret meetings and agreed to make Supreme Court Governor Hope Uzodinma government ungovernable until his tenure elapses. They also agree that as soon as this government ended as a failure, they will mobilize support for an incoming government and ensure that the Imo state returns to its former glory as the most peaceful state in the region. IPOB warned his own people to caution the Kubo, saying if the Nigerian government with all their military arsenal can't stop IPOB, Asari Dokubo and his criminal gangs from Kalabari and small fries to IPOB. Now that Asari Dokubo is displaying his ignorance and killing skills on our innocent citizens, nobody should blame IPOB when we launch offensive attack against him. As and his Kalabari criminals in Imo State who followed him, because we must get them. We are being restrained by blood ties between Izo and Igbos are the same because blood is thicker than water, but such restraint is not permanent. However, when we come after Asari Dokubo and his criminal gangs operating in Imo State, Biafran should know that IPOB doesn't even have problems with our Izo brethren. The problems are not the Izon people but Asari Dokubo and his criminal gangs. Our forefathers and mothers had never told us that Izon and Indigbo had problems, though enemies used the Biafra Civil War era to cause confusion and disunity between the brothers, and we knew that blood is thicker than water, and the two brothers was caused the relationship between two brothers. Again, IPOB intelligence units, the M branch discovered another man who was behind the plans and supported Hope Uzodinma to ensure that he eliminated lots of Imo State youth and citizens of Olu area. He is the APC senatorial candidate of Owerri Zone Senatorial District, Prince Dr. Alex Mbata from Ngoma Obube in Owerri local government area of Imo State. This criminal had secret meetings with Hope Uzodinma, thinking that Hope Uzodinma will give power, but he doesn't even know that with Hope Uzodinma, he has lost the Jamboree selection process called Nigeria election, and they were doing on how to decimate anybody suspected to be ESN operatives and how they will handle anybody found out to be IPOB member in Imo State. They are too small. Is among the weakest souls cheering Hope Uzodinma over his consistent tyranny on the people of Imo State. We know that he collected 500 million naira from the Imo State government as payoff for mismanaging the Concord Hotel under Rocha's administration. His shenanigans in Imo State University as pro-chancellor under the same Rocha's administration are well known to us. Therefore, anybody who sees this man should know that he is an enemy of all Igbo and he should be treated as such. Therefore, people must understand and know that these following politicians, Chief Emeka Ihedioha, Senator Ararume Ifeanyi, Senator Rochas Okorocha, Prince Dr. Alex Mbata, and Governor Hope Uzodinma are the names behind the insecurity in Imo State. They should settle their political scores among themselves and allow Imo people to have peace. Oh, wonders they say shall never end. A word is enough for the wise. I don't know what you guys make of this one, because the whole thing is just confusing. It's just confusing, honestly. Unfortunately, a lot of innocent people are paying with their dear lives because of all this nonsense going on left, right, and center. So, guys, let's know what you think in the comment section. Thank you.